all my life to radio. Right. And I believe that reason was because I love people, I understand people, and I knew that people needed a platform. Back in 2014, people needed a platform to speak, to be heard, to have a larger voice. You know what I'm saying? And my motivation eventually came from, well, first and foremost, it came from the people. Because it's always been about the people for me. The people, it never was about Petey Paul. Because early on, and I did my bio, I did an audio bio last night, so I'm going to go ahead and put it out there. Early on, Petey Paul wasn't Petey Paul.
Right.
My nickname growing up in the hood was Yike.
Yike?
Yike. So when I got in the radio, I couldn't think of nothing, so I'm like, shit, well, my nickname was Yike. So I got to think of something quick because they're bugging me. They need a name. I'm like, fuck it, DJ Yike that. Dog, I can't believe I just told y'all that. DJ Yike that was my first name, dog. About 2 months. About 2 months. I got sent to the Oyster Fest to do some interviews for the radio station. And just hearing those people saying, oh, come meet DJ Yike that. DJ Yike, I'm like, right. Damn, stop saying it. I don't want to use it no more. Shit, it don't sound right. And it just so happened, this movie called Talk to Me came out. Yeah. With Don Cheadle and Taraji P. Henson. Classic. And that's when I found out about the one and only, the late, great Petey Green, bro. Two-time Emmy Award winner, bro. Some things that I noticed recently about comparisons between me and him was, well, the most on-point comparison was the fact that he never used cue cards. He never wrote down questions or none of that for anything that he did. Or he never wrote down, everything came off the top of my head. And my very first interview that I ever did on radio was off the top of my head. And 99.5% of all my interviews been off the top of my head. All right. And that's how I figured I was called to radio, because I found this talent, dude, to where it blew me away. Me asking people questions and letting it flow. And I'm just knocking them out back, and I ain't talking shit about myself. I'm not bragging. Right. It was just amazing that I knew how to get people comfortable, how to keep the conversation going. I've never done this shit before. Right. And I'm like, what the hell is going on? The people.
That's when you know it's a calling.
Yeah.
All right, so, with that being said, 2018, they honored you for the best underground radio show, right?
Yeah, in Tennessee, I was nominated
in
the state of Tennessee, Memphis, Tennessee. I was nominated for best underground FM radio show worldwide 4 years after I started. You know what I'm saying? My first year was Poo Poo La La. I ain't gonna lie, I was Dookie Sticks, partner. On the radio, I was Dookie Sticks.
So you said you was in school right here at Delgado or something like that?
Yeah, I was in school at Delgado, and a guy walked in giving away tickets to a movie. It's going to Spider-Man movie, and I'm a civil engineer, so I'm in my drawing class. I was drawing a picture of the interstate or drawing different angles and whatnot. He came in bugging the class, the radio station giving away tickets to Spider-Man. It was I just like brushed that shit up. But for some reason, radio station kept going in and out my head. And something just made me get up and go over and go out and run in the hallway and ask this guy what I got to do to get a radio show. And he told me right there, we don't have any slots available. So long story short, 2 weeks later, he came back, said, you want the radio show? I said, yeah. But during that period, I had a fight within myself. One side of me was like, bruh, you better not do that shit. You're going to make a fool of yourself. You don't know shit about this, dog. Don't make an asshole of us. Like, and the other side was like it just smoked some weed or something. Like, oh man, I almost worry about that nigga over there, bro. We got this. Just go ahead in there and just do it. We just go figure this shit out, dog. And